All right, we should be live. It is Wednesday, June 28th. The time is 5:46 p.m. and it's about 23 degrees Celsius. And I see Vivian Johnson in the chat already. Hello, Vivian. I Like to Walk is here. Ice Cream King, Sheena Roberts. Eugenate says worst air quality in the world today. We're worse than Montreal. Well, I guess it's about time we're worse than Montreal at something, because we're pretty much better than them at everything except for bike lanes and that sort of thing. Jellybean here, Cerium, Alejandra, hello. And I've got the scooter with me. It's been a while since I've done a ride on the scooter. And I've tried to jerry-rig my mount to be a little better than it was. There we go. This is what I'll be mounting the phone on. Rainful, $1. Thank you very much for the $1 super chat. Getting the stream off to a good start. So let me just do a little test spin here just to make sure that we're all set up nice. So we are here at Underpass Park. I just finished recording a video on the scooter. So I thought since I'm out and about on it, we might as well do another ride. Feels naked with my phone on the mount here and not You know what? Do I have the... I'm an idiot. Let's put the rear camera. That would help tremendously. I had the camera facing my shirt. Sorry about that. That's the view you were looking at. All right, now let's test it and see how it looks. Hopefully the view is flipped back around now. Let's see how that looks. I'm going to want to take my sunglasses off. I can't really see the screen here as a preview. Sorry for that extra long shot of my sweater or my shirt. All right, it looks pretty good. I just got a WhatsApp from someone telling me that I had it on selfie mode. Oh, if I do one little thing, the whole world messages me, but I do appreciate it. Thank you, stranger. Cerium 398, hey Johnny, any recommendations for bars and restaurants around Main and Danforth, preferably somewhere open late? You know what? Main and Danforth. I would go a little bit east of that or west of that and check out the Wood Owl. That would be my recommendation for that area. It's a little more towards Little Ethiopia on Greenwood, but I can't really vouch for anything at Main and Danforth. But why don't we go that way? I was not really sure where we were gonna go. Am I gonna go east? Am I gonna go west? But I just recorded a ride that headed across downtown. So why don't we go out east along Queen Street for a bit. Oh, I see another super chat coming in. Virginia Wedlake. Let me just stop at this intersection here. It looks like I could raise the angle a bit. Virginia Wedlake, thank you for the $5. Much appreciated, Virginia. And Rainful, $2 for a nice cold cream soda or something else. Virginia and Rainful, thank you for your second super chat of the day. You guys are spoiling me silly. So now I am going east on King Street, and in a minute it's about to become Queen Street. Figured I've streamed around downtown enough lately. Let's get out of downtown, cross the Don River. It's also been a while. When was the last time I live streamed on this channel? Last Friday morning? And it's Wednesday. I wanted to yesterday, but we had some shit weather. But thank you guys for the super chats and the support. So we're heading east on Queen Street into Riverdale, or Riverside. I guess it's Riverdale as well. Just a heads up, I cannot chat with you guys while I'm out riding. I'll glance down whenever it's safe to do so. But do please chat amongst yourselves, and the mods will keep everything in good order, I'm sure. Yeah, let's just go along Queen Street here for a while. There's the 72A Pate bus. That bus is actually replacing the 504 King streetcar. So we are east of downtown. Mark S saying hi. And thanks for dropping in to those of you who did. And according to airqualityontario.com, the air quality today is a 9 out of 10, and that's not a good thing. 10 is supposed to be extremely high risk, and we are currently at a very high risk level. Earlier today, there was a bit of like a burnt, crispy smell in the air, and it was hazier than this. It's a little bit clearer than it was earlier. But most people seem to be out and going about their day as normal. I felt like hopping on two wheels today though, instead of getting out and walking around. Worst in the world. That'll be a good title for my video tomorrow. But we have left Riverside and we have entered Leslieville. So this is east on Queen Street East. There's a place called Barrio. I know someone who had a wedding party there once. I saw Ken was out in Guelph earlier today live streaming. I think my next live stream, I might do a Friday morning. Walking live stream, and I'm hoping to get the Move and Pulse e-bike back so we can do some more fat tire e-bike streams. Jeanette Morales is here, Bash Brannigan's here. This is Carlaw Avenue. Yeah, I'm not going very fast. I'm going about 17 or 18 kilometers. I think it makes things a little easier for you guys to follow along at home with. And if I'm just blasting around, but we're gonna stick to Queen Street. Toronto Tech and Transit. Our friend Henry is here. Hello, Henry. If you like Toronto live streams, check his channel out. It's hard to tell if that smell was coming from a restaurant. It was just like a heavy barbecue smell, or if that's just the bad air. Just a reminder, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. We are inching our way up to 100,000. Hopefully I can get there before the new year. And if you want to be alerted to future live streams, hit the bell. Mike Landry, hello Johnny and friends. Hello Mike. And Mike, you sent a $5 during the premiere this morning as well. That's twice today. Thank you, Mike. All the way from the East Coast. I watched a video about the East Coast of Canada today on YouTube, and as to why there's no real major cities on the East Coast, whereas in the US there's Boston, Philadelphia, New York, whereas in Canada, Montreal and Toronto are kind of the only really big eastern cities, and the reason for that is the St. Lawrence River. It just led for more ideal shipping inland than needing something out on the coast. Oh, Brad Palmer's here. Hello, Brad. Valerie Rogers. Mr. Hippo. Sheena Roberts. Thank you again, Mike. This Hyundai here is going to be... Oh, he's turning right. Thanks for indicating, jackass. Thought he was trying to go left around this wheel trans. So I'm making my way out towards the Beaches neighborhood. I'm still waiting for a nice weekend day to head down and do some beaches videos. And we are at Leslie Street, so you could turn right here and head down to Tommy Thompson Park and the Leslie Street Spit. There's another place I need to cover. Yet to do a video through there this year. Seem to be keeping pace with this streetcar here. And for our channel members, whoa, Henry, Toronto Tech and Transit, $20 victory. Henry, thank you so much, sir. Keep up the great work on your channel and those 5-hour live streams. Putting us all to shame. Thank you, Henry. And we'll have to get together in July and do some more collabs. I'd love to do another live stream and maybe a video together. But as I was saying, thanks to our Patreon and channel members, Patreon supporters, channel members, I still need to get the monthly update out to you and do your June members video. We Go Places Tours is here. Hello. How's that streetcar just stopped there? There's a streetcar yard on the right, undergoing a massive amount of reconstruction. There's an Olivia Chow sign. I thought all the mayoral election signs had to come down by the end of today. I thought I read June 28th was that day. For Gong demanding a recount. So we are going to be entering the Beaches neighborhood. I'm not going to head down to the Beaches boardwalk. We're just going to stick to Queen Street on this one. And this is Coxwell, so if I'm not mistaken, this is where Leslieville ends and the Beaches begins. Harjot says the Blue Jays are playing tonight. Yes, they are. They'll be playing in an hour. I smell smoke in the air. Yeah, a little bit. What is this Tesla doing? And just here on the right is what used to be Greenwood Racetrack. And I think Drake has a performance venue in there. There's the Alliance Cinemas. You'll see Spider-Man there. This is a music venue called History. It looks like there's an event there tonight. Tonight, Snarky Puppy, and it is sold out. I have never heard of Snarky Puppy. This is Eastern Avenue here on the right, Kingston Road on the left. George, 50 Mexican pesos. Nice ride, stay safe, thank you. Safety is the name of the game when you're out on the roads here. Whether you're on 2 wheels, 4 wheels, 2 feet, or behind the wheel. But thank you for the super chat and the support. This is Northern Dancer Boulevard, named after the illustrious harness horse, Northern Dancer. Probably the most famous Canadian horse race, or horse of all time. What would be the most famous thoroughbred? Maybe Izvestia? I don't really know. And is it still called the Queen's Plate? The big horse race every year at Woodbine, or is it now going to be the King's Plate? We are heading into the heart of the beaches. This street here is Woodbine Avenue. We're gonna rock onto Woodbine Avenue. That's not a song. Now on the left here, there's a mural that says the beach on it because some people in this area incorrectly refer to this neighborhood as the beach. Actually, the official BIA calls it the beach. But that would really just be this retail stretch along Queen. The official neighborhood is the beaches. And if you don't believe me, check out the City of Toronto's website. And we have hit gridlock. As one lane of traffic is being removed in places to make way for sidewalk patios. Something we're not seeing nearly as much of this year as years past. This is a neighborhood that Mila Kunis quite likes. She lived here when she was in town recording. And this Cobb's Bread, I think, was one of her favorite spots. Doors are closing on the streetcar. Kew Gardens Park just on the right, and you could cut through there and head all the way down to the beaches. And here's one of the Carnegie libraries. I live streamed by one of those last time around when I walked through Roncy. And notice how it says Beaches Branch on it. Because even back then they knew the proper name of the neighborhood. Mark says Rock to Electric Avenue. So the streetcar here ends at the Neville Park loop. There's a big Art Deco water treatment facility. I might as well keep going until we get to around there. And maybe we'll head north at Victoria Park or so. Sounds like a plan. Hey, we're over 300 viewers. Thank you guys. A bit of an uphill climb. Clayton Croft, or Chuck Diamond, sorry, remember, for 32 months. The smoke is real bad. Let me pull over and read this. In Ohio. And you're still a big supporter of my channel. Chuck Diamond, going way back, 32 months. Of not just channel membership, but God tier extra generous membership. Thank you, Chuck Diamond. It is neat that YouTube acknowledges how long you've been a supporter. There's a place here called The Goof. People call it The Goof, but it's good food. Garden Gate, Chinese Canadian. It's a staple of this neighborhood. Then across the street we have the Old Fox Theater, and they are playing the China Syndrome. I see a few more supers rolling in. Marge, $5 for a frosty drink. Thank you, Marge, for the $5. Judy Butterfield, 99 cents. Thank you, Judy. Thank you, everyone, for your support. Hopefully this stream is working well from a audio and video point of view. So this RAV4, figure out what it's doing. Place called the Hideout. That looks kind of cool. I kind of feel like going to a patio after this. I know the air quality is not great, but I could go for like a fried chicken sandwich and a beer. All right, so this is the end of the line for the streetcar. Pretty much at Neville Park. Doors are closed. Ooh, it smells a bit smokier down here. Just on the right, there's the end of the line for the Queen streetcar. The R.C. Harris water treatment plant on the right. It's a beautiful Art Deco facility. There's a look. All right, now I gotta go up this big stupid hill here. Brad Palmer for a cold drink at the patio. Brad sends a $5. Thank you, Brad. Thank you so much. I will indeed have a cold one at the patio on you. Thank you, sir. Let's take another look at the water treatment facility. You get absolutely stunning views of the lake just on the other side. And you'll have to take my word for it, because we're about to head north here. Let me activate the crosswalk. Now we got to go uphill. So this is Victoria Park. So this is the street that splits the old city of Toronto from the former borough of Scarborough. Scarborough being to the east, which is the right, with some very big homes. And Toronto being on the left. My scooter not liking this hill. I've got it on speed mode. Go, go, go. There we go. So maybe we'll just take Victoria Park here up to Danforth. What time is it? 6:19. This is a slow uphill climb. I feel bad, I just barely beat that Ford to the four-way stop, but it took me so long to like accelerate through. Oh well. Yeah, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to head north up to Danforth, and then we will ride west along Danforth in the sanctity of a bike lane. Moving a little faster now. If you're just tuning in, we started at Underpass Park on the east side of downtown at King and River. There's Neil McNeil Catholic School on the right. Then I made my way east along Queen Street through Riverside, Leslieville, and the beaches. Now we're heading north. This is Kingston Road. This is the second time we've passed Kingston Road on this one. We also ran into Kingston on Queen Street East. Pretty vibrant little retail stretch along Kingston here. We're going to keep going up to Danforth. I think it's about 22 degrees Celsius. I used to play softball just over off to the right. I think it was called Blythewood Park. Jelly Bean. Don't forget to get an iced coffee. $10 from Jelly Bean. Thank you so much. I will not forget. Thank you very much, Jelly Bean. But what I'm thinking is I might want to, there's a Firkin on Eglinton that's got a nice patio in the back. That might be where I'm going to go after I drop the scooter off at home. I'll have the Jays game on the TV. This is Gerrard Street East. So I could go left here. This is actually Upper Gerrard Street. Robert Saberwall's here. Sapan says 123 likes, 372 watching. Yes, on my Pride Parade video, little did I know, I walked by Sapan and Henry from Toronto Tech and Transit, and I think Liam was there too. They were in the front row of the parade, and they all had their cameras out, and I walked right by them. LAB is 63 and still rides your bike. Awesome. Olivia Chow is what, 66, and she still rides her bike? Estelle is here. Geelong Walks. Hello, Estelle. Hope all is well. There goes a GO train. So just up ahead here is Danforth Avenue, and I'll be going left. If I went straight through Danforth, we'd find ourselves just in front of Victoria Station, or Victoria Park Station. All right, what is this car doing? All right, so I'm gonna try to go straight through this intersection rather than turn left. So we have made it to Danforth. A little bit bumpy, but they extended this bike lane. It used to only go to Dawes Road, but it is an awful shape. I feel like I'm in Mad Max right now. And normally at this time, you wouldn't really want to be going west on Danforth, at least not in the live stream, because you'd be going directly into the sun. But there's so much haze. I don't think that's an issue. So this is west on Danforth Avenue through East Danforth. Someone was asking earlier if I knew any restaurants at Main and Danforth. And I said no, but I did say there's the Wood Owl west of there. Fix-It Females, the renovation goddess. There's a Leon's. I have not seen a Leon's other than this location in forever. They used to have one down at the Roundhouse, which later became the Rec Room. And we're at Dawes Road, so the bike lane only used to go to Dawes Road, and it wouldn't go east past to that. So line 2 runs parallel to Danforth here, about half a block to the north of it. And this is Main and Danforth. So this is where someone asked if I knew any good restaurants around here that would be open late. So I think tomorrow's video will be the one that I just recorded before this. I did do one in the heavy rain last night, or yesterday evening. And we are approaching Westlake. Delivery guys don't ever abide by red lights, it seems. We'll be going through Little Ethiopia in not too long, and that's where that Wood Owl restaurant I recommended is. And this should be Woodbine Avenue coming up. And Woodbine Station is just north of here. Yep, that's Woodbine. And holy cow, I can barely see the buildings. All the skyscrapers around Yonge and Bloor from here. It is so hazy. It says smoky, not hazy. Well, if I'm writing a thesaurus, I'll associate those words with one another. We're at Glebemount Avenue. That place is really popular. Local 1794. And a nice big patio, and it was packed. There is a strong possibility he was on something, I would guess. All right, we seem to have found 2 riders slower than me. Here is Coxwell. Coxwell Station just to the right. There's Mom's Basement on the right. Kind of a retro themed bar, that's pretty cool. I need to get myself back there. And we are in Little Ethiopia. So the Wood Owl is just on the right, and there's another really awesome restaurant here called the Wren. There it is there. So that place gets my recommendation, and the Wood Owl right next to it. A couple of neat spots. We'll be coming up on Greenwood soon. This is a 506, so this bus is replacing the Carlton streetcar. And it's way up here on Danforth. Don't try to make sense of all the streetcar closures. And apparently the Dillon is pretty good too. The Dillon bar there on the right. There's a lot of Ethiopian restaurants in this area. There's the Allenby Theater on the left. Now a Circle K Tim Hortons in Esso. And this is Greenwood Avenue. Oh, we're over 400 viewers on a Wednesday afternoon scoot stream. Thanks, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and all that fun jazz. I mentioned on my Sunday night Stumble stream, when I have booked my next big trip, I say big, as it might not be as long as my last one, my Korea, Thailand, Vietnam one. But it's probably going to cost a fair bit more. And I am very excited for it. I'll be doing content, of course, from a few different cities. There might even be a high-speed rail train involved. And an airline I've yet to cover. No, it won't be business class. Yeah, I'm not announcing dates or where, I might let channel members and Patreon supporters know, but maybe I'll just do an airport live stream like I did last time, like a where am I going kind of thing. Oh, this lady just ran right through a red light as there was an advanced green. George says Johnny is going to Europe. London, he thinks. Lisa says Japan. Both would be excellent candidates for multiple major cities connected by a high-speed train, wouldn't they? And both would make sense when I say it was more expensive than the last one. South Korea also has a high-speed train you can take from Seoul to Busan. Taiwan has one you can take from Taipei to Kaohsiung. There's Square Boy on the left. And we are now in Greektown, or at least in half a block we will be. Or I will be, you will be via your screen, I guess. Greektown! We'll wave to Charlie the dog. This is Woodycrest Avenue. No right turns. It's a southbound one-way street. He says heading to Niagara tomorrow on a not-so-high-speed train. Johnny is going to Spain. You heard it here first. Bold prediction. Clover Martin says China. Look at that couple just walking. They're you guys were jaywalking. That's why he honked. They walked right against the signal. And then they gave like a what the hell signal to the car that honked at them. It's not often I take the motorist side, but holy shit. Like, look at the signs or the signals. Lisa says Spain ain't it. We should start like a betting pool. Wait fit here. This construction is for the Ontario line. They're expanding Pape Station. Lisa says Darwin would like a word. You know you're in the wrong when Johnny sides with the motorist. Gave a little nod thank you to that driver for holding up. And we are at Carlaw, so you might, ooh, gotta look before you open your door there. Here's a bar on the right. I never see anyone in there. Yet it persists. Robert says, I hope it's not East Asia. Seen enough of that. You mean Southeast Asia? It's safe to say we are not going to Southeast Asia anytime soon. All right, what's going on with the bike lane here? Well, at least they rerouted it. It's not so bad. Looks like they're going to be building a sidewalk patio in that area. A duck for these umbrellas. And we are at Logan Avenue. All right, I still got plenty of battery life. Am I going on a safari? I should just say no to that. I'm in the process of securing hotels. I have already bought the flights and booked a high-speed rail ticket. And that one I did book a first-class ticket. But it's nothing at all like first class on a plane. It's not that much more, but you get access to a lounge, which I don't really know why you need because you don't have to go to the rail station early. But I'm still gonna check it out for the experience. This is Chester Avenue, so we're at the end of Greektown. And to the person looking for a restaurant recommendation, apparently Morgan's on Danforth is a good spot. I didn't just check my WhatsApp and see that someone told me I should have said that. Yes, that's how you treat a stop sign. Exactly like that. So we are no longer in Greektown, but we're still in Riverdale. This is Plater Boulevard, as the neighborhood is known as the Plater Estates. So I'm just gonna keep going west here. We're gonna cross the Bloor Viaduct, which was featured in, well, talked about in a recent RM Transit video. He was talking about building infrastructure with the idea of transit in mind for the future. And when they built the Bloor Viaduct, they built it so a subway line or train line could run underneath it. And sure enough, like 30, 40 years later, that's what happened.
Oh! Okay, bye. I'm not doing it. See you on the other side.
You don't succumb to
get in,
pressure.
I have the key. What's that?
He tried to pressure you into it.
No, I wouldn't do it. Yeah, but I have the key, so you're eating on the street.
That was funny. That guy crossed with 3 seconds on the counter, and the girl he was with who had their food decided, I'm not doing that. So this is the end of Danforth Avenue, and now it becomes Bloor Street East, and we head over the Bloor Viaduct. crossing over into downtown. So underneath me was the Don Valley Parkway, and now I'm heading over the Don River. And my e-scooter battery is now under 50%. This is Castle Frank Station on the right, undergoing a renovation. They're making it accessible. But at least they've opened up a sidewalk on this stretch. I always love this view to the right here. All right, so I'm wondering if I'm gonna have enough battery to make it back home. They're rebuilding the Glen Road pedestrian bridge over into Rosedale. That's why the bike lane and sidewalk get cut off through here. But the last 50, or I guess the last 40% of this scooter battery goes a lot quicker. It's kind of deceiving. Once you get around 25%, you're in trouble because it's going to start throttling your speed and it'll drop like a rock. All right, this is Sherburne Street. I walked along this stretch in a video that was posted this morning, actually. Here's Mount Pleasant Road. Just gonna go ahead and pass that guy. Man, I've been on this scooter a long time. I rode it from my home and then I made a video. Now we're doing this stream. Just started to get pins and needles in my left foot. All right, we're at Church Street. One more major block to go to Yonge. Although it would have made sense to turn right there. I think visually this is the more interesting route. So I'm just going to turn right at Yonge and we're going to head north up to Midtown. It's the W Hotel on the right. Bloor-Yonge subway station could be accessed from either side of the street here. And it's north up Yonge Street. It's a lot windier now than it was when I set out. I wish we had more north-south routes connecting downtown and Midtown with a bike lane. It's really just a stretch of Yonge. I guess there's like Poplar Plains and Russell Hill Road to the west of here. This is Church Street. Cortege hopes I charge my scooter. Don't worry, I will. All right, Wesley, thanks for dropping in. Silver Fox says, how do I give money? There's a little dollar sign in the chat box if you want to send a super chat. Otherwise, there's links in the description. That is purely optional, of course. Let me just check my phone battery. 46%. I've put the scooter in a faster mode. So I'm going to be moving a little quicker for this stretch as we get back up to Midtown. It'll drain the battery faster, but I'll also move further. This is Almer Road here. You can turn right and that'll lead you down to Rosedale Valley Road. That's a gorgeous ride, particularly during the fall. Dagatex says we. Yeah, this must be on my e-bike and e-scooter streams the route you've seen the most going north of this stretch of Yonge Street. Oh well, go home. Maybe go out and hit that Firkin. Here's a red light you almost never see cyclists stop at. Probably going to be someone come up behind me and pass it. Are you passing it clear yet? Not yet, Lisa. Fashmagan says I'll need oxygen when I get home. There we go. Oh, I see a super chat, but I will read it in a moment. But thank you in advance for that. Looks like $15. I'll get that at the next red light. Which I think is coming up here. Yep, we're going to catch the red light here. So Damon Washington, thank you again for the informative walks and bike rides. Will you be covering Taste of the Danforth? $15, thank you. If I am in the city at that time, I will be. Remember, I do have a trip booked. But thank you very much, Damon, for the 15. But if I'm around, I will absolutely be covering that. They stupidly canceled it last year. Just because they wanted to blame bike lanes and Cafe TO. But we got an ambulance in the bike lanes here. But they've put their tail between their legs and they said they'll be bringing it back this year. Yeah, but that's typically one of the busier, if not the busiest of those street festivals. Silver Fox. I wanted to wait to see if that car was going to go. $5 from Silver Fox. Thank you very much for the $5, Silver Fox. And thank you, Damon, as well. What is this lady doing? Is this really necessary to like block the sidewalk and the bike lane when you're turning right? It's not like her visibility is shielded or anything. Whoa, whoa, watch it. I didn't even have time to ring my bell. That guy just stepped right in front of me. Whoa! That car literally just turned right into the bike lane. We are having fun today, folks. I don't know if the camera picked that up, but that Honda just veered right into the bike lane. And just because this lane's closed, I'm going to get a little head start on this. Hopefully we can jump into the bike lane in a moment. Ah, there we go. Maybe we'll have to make some new YouTube shorts and TikToks. Those moments. I've gotten away from doing that. Well, if my scooter battery doesn't hold up now, I'll just walk the damn thing home.